All right, everybody, we're back, and we're going to take a look at what you need to know for the next short period of time. Here is the SPYs, which you know represent the NYSE. If you take a look at this thing, you can see here that in 00 there's a top, and you know the market simply reached that top again and then turned down. It's nothing spectacular that's going on in the market really. It just looks spectacular. And so this drop was pretty hard, but this drop was a lot steeper and nobody anticipated it, but now we're near support. So then everybody said, hey, we're near support. Let's think about purchasing this thing, and that's exactly what happened. It's nothing new. The American public is blind, and the rest of the world as well. And you know the stockbrokers are sitting here waiting on you, waiting to take all your money, and that's exactly what they did. So here you have an extremely large piece of volume here. So this means everybody got off the ship and sold right here after this long accumulation here. See down here by the volume? It's a lot of accumulation, and they just simply dumped it, and then they snatched it right back up. And now you see the beginning of a downtrending in volume, which could mean that the volume is running out, which could mean that the prices will probably level out for a little while. This, my friend, is a monthly chart, so this isn't government money yet. The government money just got in. This is not government money. Some of this is government money, and they're still talking about when the government money is going to come in and this, that, and the other. Also, let's make this a little smaller so we can look in. All right, here you actually have a monthly buy signal. That's the first one. We never buy on the first drop on something this steep. Why? Because it'll probably fail like it did, and then they'll buy on the second one, which they did, and it's like ABC every single day. Okay, let's move down to the weekly and see where we need to be. But here you can see also it's coming towards another slight resistance. So a little selling is starting to take place, and it should. It just should, and it's doing it. Let's go down to the weekly. Okay, here on the weekly, you're seeing the same thing. Resistance, resistance is slowing down at resistance like it should and will. And we're just waiting to see what's going to happen. But this is a strong buying pattern here. As you can see, all the weeks are positive until it hits the actual resistance. So that looks pretty nice. So here you have an actual sell signal. Not a big one, nothing so important, but it's a sell signal. So you're going to have some selling pressure is what you're going to have, selling pressure. So, you know, to go long now is not so smart. All right, let's get down back to the daily and see where we are on the dailies. Okay, on the dailies, it's all agreeing. Here we have a slight composure of a support. We don't know if any of them are going to hold until they do. And we're going to get in when things are probable. So at this point, nothing is probable. It was probable at the bottom. Okay, now it seems to be attempting to form a ledge. We have to go maybe a week or however long it takes to see if this ledge is going to form or not. And then if it breaks below this ledge, there should be some more selling pressure. And it probably won't be much because they already, what looks like a bottom is down there. So it's a test. And since everybody got off the bandwagon, let's go back to the monthly. Everybody got off the bandwagon here. I mean, the probability of this bottom holding is decent. It's okay. We'll see. And if it ever gets past this resistance, then the next resistance is going to be right here at low 106, whatever, whatever. And that'll be the next resistance. And then under that, this one or this one, which will probably be this one, will be the resistance after that. And what you want to see is the same thing you saw before, which is that long, slow creep up. Now, let's move on to the Qs, which is the NASDAQ market. That was SPYs with the NYSE. Basically the same thing, and it should be. And here, same situation, except it didn't get high as it did in 00 because, you know, it's the Qs, and you got the internet stocks and the Qs and all of this and that. And those formed this humongous high and then drove down and has never ever recovered ever since. So let's go and drill down on that. And as you can see here, you had a slight, tiny consolidation on the month, and then it came over that consolidation here, and then it started shooting up a little bit, and now you got a little resistance. And if you look to your left, on your resistance, you got a resistance right around all in here. So it makes sense that it starts to slow down. Let's go down to the weekly. On the weekly, it's the same thing. Strong weeks, you broke above resistance. Can it hold? Only time would tell. But right now, you could buy, but I wouldn't. I like it to look better than this. It doesn't look that great. So right now, you have sell pressure. I mean, this is sell pressure. If you can't get back over this, I mean, why are you buying anyway, right? Because people are going to begin to sell at least some, and we'll see what happens. So here we go, back down to the daily. And on the daily, you're doing the same thing, attempting to form a shelf, and then maybe it'll fall below that shelf and have another push down, which we can go short again and take a little bit more of everybody's money, because that's what we do for a living. And so if it does not form that shelf, and it actually forms a shelf up here, and it holds tight for quite some time, then we can wait and buy a break above this and see how far up we can go. And how far up we can go is going to be determined by, once again, the monthly or weekly or whatever. And it's going to be somewhere in here, and definitely by here, we're going to take a profit. We're not going to play around. We're going to take that profit. We won't be hoping for anything, my friend. We're going to take that profit and stuff it in the bank. So that is your synopsis for today. What should you do today? Well, basically, you should watch, or if you already have something going, tighten up your stop, because you are in a resistance area, and it is time to take profits if you have already purchased. At least half, at least. Now, could it hold this bottom? Sure. But am I willing to risk my profits to find out? No, my friend. No. So, that is the synopsis for the day. We'll be watching. The entry was way down here somewhere after the second buy up. And now we just have to wait. For you long-termers, I mean, this thing could go down some more, to make no mistake. Because if you take a look, it's near this support, but it hadn't really touched that support yet. So, stocks tend to go and test the support. So we don't know. It could still go down and test that support and then still go back up. This could be the false alarm here, okay, which is some advanced topics. But that's about it. We're still not in an uptrend at all yet, so we'll just have to see. All right, have a good morning, and we'll see you later. Hope you learned something.